Kansas City Chiefs versus Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders handed the Chiefs their only loss of the season. I don't believe it was necessarily a fluke. Now, I don't think the Kansas City defense showed up, but the Las Vegas Raiders did show up offensively, so you got to give credit where credit is due. Now, look, there's going to be a lot to talk about in this game, so let me just get you with the fantasy projections. Start everyone. Start Mahomes. You start CEH. Le'Veon Bell, I don't know. I tend to think coming off a bye week, he'll be a little bit more integrated. I don't have a great projection on him, but I think you start him. Tyreek Hill, you start. We'll see what's going on at wide receiver. I tend to say, Sammy Watkins, I know he's been kind of, will he, won't he? McCole Hardman, did he end up on the injured reserve? I know he'd been out. Yeah,
so he's the COVID. He was in the COVID contact.
Okay. So he should be back then. If one of those guys is out, I like DeMarcus Robinson. Obviously, you start Kelsey. Derek Carr, I don't have a great projection on him, but I do believe you start him this week. Josh Jacobs, you start every week. Receivers, my favorite receiver here, and I got to give you another nod on this one. Nelson Aguilar is my favorite, most consistent receiver to start for the Raiders. I don't love it this week, but I do think he'll do better. Darren Waller is obviously the pass-catching threat there. You start him. Don't have a great Waller-like projection on him, but I'm still going to start him. Take it away, David.
I'm not there with Aguilar. He has the touchdowns, but he only had 1 for 8 this past week. I mean, in a deep league, in a flyer. Maybe.
I do want to emphasize most consistent Raiders play. Those were my words. So I'm not saying
not
star.
Wrong beyond Darren Waller, you're not wrong. I mean, Henry Ruggs. Yeah. What are you still doing with Henry Ruggs on your redraft squad?
Yeah, it's a disappointment.
If he's on there, he needed to be dropped 2 or 3 weeks ago. Please get that done with. Let go, move on. I mean, you're never going to feel comfortable putting him in the starting lineup. The only guys you feel comfortable putting in the starting lineup for Las Vegas are Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs. And Jacobs, again, I think this is a good matchup for him. In the first game, I think we talked about it. We kind of expected them to kind of just feed him the ball and try and keep the ball away from Patrick Mahomes. And they did. They gave him 23 carries in that game. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's got 3 multi-rushing touchdown games this year and then 5 games without a rushing touchdown. So Josh Jacobs has been a little bit boom or bust. I expect this game to be a little bit more boom. So I do like him in DFS. I think they're going to continue to feed him the ball. But again, keep in mind, I don't know jack squat about DFS. So This is just me going off my gut here. I think Josh Jacobs is a good play this week. Other than that, the Chiefs are kind of hard to figure out. I mean, CEH and Bell, it's just been concerning. 13, 6, and 12 points for CEH since Bell has come in. He's had 8, 6, and 5 rushing attempts the past 3 games. I mean, that is concerning to say the least. So you're just kind of hoping maybe the matchups, help CEH, but they don't exactly provide a whole lot of hope for him there either, because after the Vegas team this week, they have Tampa, who's been really good against the run, Denver, who's been middle of the pack, Miami, we talked about, it's been a good team, then New Orleans. He gets Atlanta week 16, but CEH, it's concerning for everybody not named Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill in this offense right now.
Yep. Let me get you at the line here. Kansas City, according to Bovada, Kansas City minus on the road, -7 versus the Raiders. Who you got?
I want to take the Raiders again here, I think. I think I'm going to, just because I expect them to slow the game down. And KC hasn't been playing all that great this year.
Kansas City, I agree. Kansas City, there's room for improvement. Andy Reid is so good off the bye week. I love the Raiders.
I was just going to say, that was just sitting in. Now let me flip that pick. Coming off the bye, I think I got to take KC. Mark me down. Flip me over on that one.
Raiders fans are gonna kill us. So comment below, Raiders fans, and they're always looking for respect. And I'll say this:
the bye, it makes a difference.
The bye makes a difference. The Las Vegas Raiders handled the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't believe that was a fluke game at all, but Kansas City is going to come in here wanting to avenge that loss off a bye week. I do think Kansas City gets it done. I think they win the game. If this is a pick 'em, I think they win the game. I have a little bit of concern about this being a 7-point spread because the Raiders are still underrated in the public spectrum. The Raiders 6-3, guys. They're going to make the playoffs. I called them to be in the playoffs. You Raiders fans looking for respect. Nobody has respected more the Raiders more than me. Nobody. Nobody out there. I picked the Raiders to make the playoffs. I'm sorry.
I can confirm it because I was kind of like against that earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
like okay, I get respecting them, but you're giving them a lot of respect.
I give the Raiders a lot of love. I picked them to cover the spread. They're cover experts. That's why I love them, because I bet on them. I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm not. But I'm a Raiders fan week to week because I always bet them to cover the spread, and they always come through. This week, I believe Kansas City covers the spread. I would not bet this if this was a 7.5. -7, I'll take Kansas City. If this line gets bet up throughout the week, more towards Kansas City's favor, I think that'd be a mistake. Kansas City, I think, avenges their early season loss, but never count the Raiders out at home. They're really good when teams visit them in Las Vegas. So respect Raiders, but I'm not going to pick you every week. You just got to deal with that. So learn to deal with disappointment. Learn to deal.
Yeah, I know. Raiders fans, I mean, you got to lower your expectations. They're gonna come at you every now and then.
Yeah, I know. The Raiders. They do. But I love the Raiders. Raiders fans, comment below. Tell me why I'm wrong. Why I am wrong, because I know we get a good Raiders turnout on this channel. I really appreciate it though. But I love the Raiders. I love the Raiders, man. I love Gruden. I love the game plan. The problem is their defense. And they won. Was it like 40-32 last time? Something like that. Their defense is going to be an issue. It's going to keep them out of Super Bowl competition, but you got to like where the franchise is heading. Man, Gruden, I love the way he calls the game. I love how they stick to the run game. It'll be a fun game to watch. Looking forward to it. Last game of the week.